Before we move back into the domestic policy in our own America world, I want to talk about what both of you think of the fact that globalization is real right now. I mean, sort of when we talk about the American dream, it would be difficult for us, I think, to have a conversation right now. One, without talking about globalization, and two, without talking about and realizing that the capital actually follows cheap labor. And so we have seen, I would say, our economic base shifting here in America. And we've seen our status in the world changing. People will argue as to why that's the case, but I think that we have seen that happening. You talked a little bit about that, Jacob, when we started talking about education. We can talk a lot about it when we talk about the economy. And so I'm just wondering what both of you think about America when you look at it really in the context of the world right now.
Well, I'll say very briefly that it seems to me that this is a long-term trend. And the period immediately after World War II, which was also the period in which we had greater equality of income and opportunity, was an unusual one in the sense that we had emerged from World War II as the undisputed economic and military leaders of the world. And there was very little serious competition coming from these devastated economies. And we invested in rebuilding them, right? In rebuilding Japan and Western Europe, precisely because it was consistent with our ideals. And we understood that would mean that we would later face greater global competition. So today we're facing it from another source. We're facing it from these huge pools of low-wage labor that we see in China and India. The president just went there. And it's certainly a source of pressure on wages for less educated workers. I think we shouldn't forget that it's not just about trade, it's also about financial flows and sort of the way in which capital is moving out rapidly across borders, creating instabilities and opportunities for some people to make vast sums while others have to bear the risk. But I would say that globalization is not destiny, and that's probably that it holds opportunities as well as risks, and we tend to, I think, overstate its impact in this following way. Across the advanced industrial world, these pressures have played out, and yet we see very different responses to the challenges that they pose. The United States is not the only country that has computers and technology. It's not the only country, in fact, that has foreign trade. In fact, we are much less exposed to the world economy than some other rich democracies. So I think it's really important to understand that what globalization does, just as the decline of manufacturing and shift to services, just as the changes in our demographics, creates opportunities and risks that we have to grapple with. But ultimately, we are the ones that decide how we deal with them through our politics, through our own personal decisions. And I think too often we tend to think, oh, this is a challenge that that is beyond our control. And too infrequently we think about, okay, why is it that we are having such a hard time having a constructive dialogue, political and a set of political responses to those challenges? I'd be interested to encourage the engage in that dialogue. What do you think? I mean, cities are at the epicenter of many of these transformations. I mean, really quickly, one thing I would just say about cities is the story of cities, the rise, the fall, the rise over time, is the story of their different position in the global economy. I mean, cities were once the hub of economic activity. They had this huge spatial advantage. There were ports and transportation networks. And then there was a sense that everything was moving away, decentralized. And yet cities have come back in many parts of the world and in many parts of the United States by taking advantage of the new knowledge-based economy, by capitalizing on the arts and the cultural advantages that cities have. So the point I'm making is that why one city is thriving and another isn't just a result of these natural economic forces. It's due to leadership and the hard work of citizens. And I wonder from Corey's perspective how he sees that role of global change in his work.
Well, first of all, I can listen to speak all night because I think he's making a lot of, at least to me, he's making a lot of points that resonate with my thoughts, which are, I think, first of all, I love what you said about, often in American culture, we don't want to confront the otherness of reality. We try to gloss over it and tell a different story. But when people don't realize by confronting the realities of race, by confronting the realities of of our economy, we actually created even more robust reality. That's such an important point. And the second point, though, the one I want to pick up on, because I'm a prisoner of hope, is the one that's the idea that there's no certitude in our destiny. That we actually do have tremendous, and there's been periods in our American history where we've adapted in dramatic ways through public policy. You mentioned the post-war period, which was really amazing. I mean, when Kennedy talked about going to the moon, it wasn't just a big, hairy, audacious goal that he were out there. They actually changed a lot of policy, investments in education, sciences, in research. Eisenhower's Highway Act in the 50s, just making the investments made in infrastructure changed America in dramatic ways, some negative that created these pathways out of cities and the sprawl that existed, some positive that helped our economy and transportation, goods and services, and paved the way towards future supply chains. I mean, there are so many periods where you see that intelligent public policy adapted to a period and pushed America, in many ways, in my opinion, out front in terms of its global competitors. And we as a nation, in my opinion, need to start deciding what are our priorities. Now, this poverty that persists in America, and New Jersey and Connecticut we should be ashamed of ourselves. And we have the worst gratification with the wealthiest states in the country, and we have the greatest pockets of poverty. This is creating realities, I can tell you from a government perspective, that are not sustainable. We are a nation, and especially New Jersey, Connecticut, we are states that love to spend lots of money on the back end. We just love to spend government money on the back end when it's far more expensive, as opposed to choosing a different public policy that makes strategic investments on the front end that creates a multiplier effect within our economy. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I don't know your stats, I don't mind. The state of New Jersey spends billions of dollars, put a drag on its economy, wastes billions of dollars arresting people, letting them go, re-arresting people, letting them go, re-arresting people. The children most likely to go to prison in America are children of incarcerated adults. And so they're locking these cycles of poverty, they're locking in racial stratification. Again, I don't know about your state, my state has 14-15% African Americans, but the prison population goes to 60% African American. So, and it's this expensive system that we've shown in my city that there are small investments that you can make to create dramatically different outcomes. And the two great examples that I talk about often, one is I was listening to presidential candidates talk about fathers and should raise their children. If you bring a child in everybody's class, I can go to any church and say, if you bring a child in this world, you must take care of it. Yeah, that's really wonderful. But it is wonderful. But what does that mean? And we have a wonderful way in America of talking about problems and even blaming people. You're a bad dad. You're not taking. It's supposed to stop you thinking about what's really going on with that father. And we started looking at these guys who come out of prison. What's going on? They have these unfortunate biological needs when they come out. They need to eat, and they need a roof over their heads, and shelter. And you know what? They can't get driver's licenses because they've got they don't have identification. I mean, they're just getting basic ID problems. They have fines against their driver's license. They have child support payments that have accrued so much. Well, I want to go to the woman that I now owe $25,000 to, and I can't even find a job. And so we decided, let's try an experiment around fatherhood and do like Kennedy did, a big audacious goal. We said, let's create a program for dads coming out of prison that is all about affirming your own value to be the greatest father ever. It's not this isn't a job or whatever. We decided we'd create a fraternity, guys like fraternities, and we called it Delta Alpha, Delta Sigma, dads, and created a program where we gave guys parenting classes, men parenting classes, because you know what, a lot of our young boys growing up, they don't have models of fathers in the world. Group activities with their kids, mentor fathers. We partnered with other fathers to be their mentors about being a great dad. And then we got getting a job. This is just like getting a job. This is about providing for your kid because you're going to be the greatest dad ever. You got them 60 name it. And so we have 3 years of data now. Our recidivism rate in our state is 65%. We get a program. Again, granted, it's only a few hundred guys so far, but it's a 3% recidivism rate. And we've saved our state millions of dollars. So same thing with kids. We have juvenile incarceration programs now because juvenile incarceration rates are upwards of 70-80%. I went to Rikers and saw their data. I was shocked. And that's ridiculous. So we did some things there. I can go on about investing in programs. But to me, now is a realization in America, we actually have incredible unrealized capacity capacity to solve our problems, but it's about, do we have the public policy will? So it's not only an issue of can we, it's a matter of, do we have the will? And when I know right now that my economy, when I'm trying to retire, is going to be dependent upon a majority minority workforce. Think about this for a second. The majority of American workers very soon will be minority. And if you look at minorities in America compared to the majority in terms of the stratification, educational outcomes, and healthcare outcomes, I mean, this is a population that, if you think about it, how is our country then going to compete in a global economy? It's just not going to be good. And so to finish with this comment, I look at my city, and we have to make macro decisions. I'm the second busiest port in America in values of goods coming in. I have the largest college town in New Jersey. And we talk about this around our tables when we sit with our economic development team, because we know where the economy is going. I can see trends. I'm not necessarily going to attract the manufacturing jobs. I've got to find out what my competitive advantage for my city is going to be 10 years out, 20 years out, 30 years out. And this is how we're trying to, from not necessarily technically a macro level, but from a city level, trying to figure out what big, bold things are we going to do to try to capture the momentum that I still think cities in America can offer to the world and the globe. And to me, if you understand sort of the global economic marketplace and don't hate it, and make people think, oh, they're outsourcing our jobs and so on and so forth, wait a minute. This is a globe where wealth can be created in wonderful ways. And if you just think creatively about job creation, I mean, we're looking at the green economy, and we're attracting solar panels and things like that.
Let's do this.